Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and overnight we just got a bunch of posts, a bunch of announcements for upcoming changes in the game, character rework voting, 4-year anniversary stuff, and we also got a bunch of in-game events and bonus missions, tokens and redeemables, and then a new code. So there's a ton to talk about. So we're gonna have to split it up into two videos. So in this video, we're gonna talk about the second tier 2 selector, not the tier 2 selector from the kind of lead up to the anniversary, but this new Marvel Future Fight 100 million tier 2 selector. Then we're gonna talk about the gold event, Dimension Rift bosses token event, token rewards, and the mega tier 2 ticket. So to start us off, on Twitter last night we got this post. 100 million downloads isn't just a success or whatever, or an accomplishment, it's a triumph. So to celebrate 100 million global downloads of Marvel Future Fight, which is a huge landmark by the way, especially for a game that's already 4 years old, this kind of stuff is really good for the longevity of a game. It means that they're still tracking these things. It means that these things are still important to them because they still value the game so much. Obviously, they value our dollars as well, but it means that the game is growing in success rather than shrinking. So in order to celebrate this, on Android devices only, you can put in code MFF100million, and you can get a free tier 2 selector. Now, there's two catches here. One, if you're on an iOS device, you won't be able to do it on your device, whether it's an iPad or an iPhone. So for all you iOS users out there, all you Apple fanboys and fangirls, you just need to get to a computer and you need to use Nox. Basically, Nox is the emulator of choice that I use. It's pretty easy to install. Just Google Big Nox and you'll find it. And then from there, you can load up your Marvel Future Fight account. You're not going to lose any progress or anything. And you can then use the code there. Or alternatively, you can use a friend or a loved one's or a family member's phone if they have an Android phone. The only thing you're going to have to do as an iOS user, the first step, is you have to connect your Marvel Future Fight account to a Facebook account, because the Game Center and the Google Play Center, they don't talk. They don't exchange information. Facebook is kind of the link between the two, so that's how you're able to transfer your account data. And I can load my account data, and I have loaded my account data on multiple Android phones on this Android emulator that I'm using right now for this video, and on iOS devices in the past, iPads, and iPhones. So it's absolutely possible. So once you get onto an Android device, whether it's your first device or your second or third device, here's how you input the code. You go over to the settings menu, the settings cog, you go over to the info tab, and then you go down to coupon. I'm actually blocking this so you guys can't see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna have to do this all over again. You go over to the settings, you go over to, from the options menu, so settings, info tab, and then down from the info tab you go to coupon. You click on coupon, and then this will load a new page where you can choose which coupon you want to use. You obviously want to go for the 100 million download coupon, and then you want to type in MFF 100 million, and then you would click confirm. But you don't want to click confirm. This is why I tweeted to you guys last night, do not redeem the coupon yet. And I apologize to the people who redeemed the coupon because they had to be the guinea pigs. But once you redeem the coupon, the tier 2 selector has a 2-day expiry, which means that you will never be able to use the tier 2 selector for new characters. So for those of you out there who are super free to plays, look right here, available once per account until June 30th, or the 30th of June 2019. That means you still have 2 months to save this coupon and not redeem it. So you can basically wait for the next update or the next update or the next update. Chances are between now and the 30th of June, we're going to get at least 2 or 3 more updates. And at least those 2 or 3 more updates will have one non-paywall, non-native tier 2 character like Minerva, like Korath, etc. And then you'll be able to go over here, type in Marvel Future Fight 100 million, click confirm, and then you will obtain your tier 2 selector that you can use on one of those new characters. However, if you're not a veteran, if that's not an interesting thing for you, if you're a newer player, definitely cash in that tier 2 selector. Get your Morgan Le Fay, get your Iron Hammer, get your Minerva, get your Human Torch. We've talked about the characters to use for that. I'm not going to reiterate all of them. But for the kind of intermediate to endgame players, you definitely want to save that tier 2 selector and not touch it, because the small value you're going to get from some random tier 2 character at the bottom of your list is not going to outweigh the potential of getting a brand new character at tier 2 immediately for free. So I would have used it on Whiplash because he's the last tier 2 or the last tier 1 that I have in tier 2 who has the full cost. Fandral, Deathlock, and Ulick are all discounted, but I'm not going to be spending it. I'm going to be saving it and waiting for a new update, which is the best way to do it. The second thing we have going on for the time being is a new bonus mission, a gold event. It's a 6-day event, and you basically just have to spend 20 million gold. So get on it. I think they've improved the rewards a little bit. I think it's 40 up from like 20 or 30. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm just happy to see some free stuff, free rewards. Always nice. The second thing is Dimension Rift bosses. If you guys are not familiar with this, go over to the Dimension Rift tab and make sure that you play these 3 times per day. You get clear tickets, you get gold, you get tier 2 materials. Super easy, super fast. The last thing I want to talk about, and probably the most important thing besides the free tier 2 selector, is the event quest. This event quest is the fabled tier 3 material event quest. So it's on for 14 days, which is super fucking long, which is amazing. Thank you, Marvel Future Fight. I'm happy. And you get 50 tokens per day, very easy tokens to obtain. So 50 tokens per day, 14 days, that's a total of 700 tokens. That's the most tokens I think they've ever given out for an event. And then if you go into the event shop, oh boy, 700 tokens. What does that get you, Chuck? Well, here's what everybody's... Okay, yeah, I know. Here's what everybody's talking about. A mega tier 2 advancement ticket for 700 tokens. So every single player, even if they spend $0, will be able to obtain a mega tier 2 ticket at the end of this event. I think the majority of free-to-play players are going to be going for this. This is a fantastic ticket to use on Luna Snow, Nick Fury, Ghost Panther. It'll allow you to immediately tier 2 these characters as long as they're 6 stars. Keep in mind that the character doesn't have to be level 60. They just need to be 6 yellow stars. That's it. Don't upgrade their gears. Don't level up their skills. Don't do any of that stuff. Just get them Bacon. Bacon's really excited about this. Bacon Barking also gave me the opportunity to lower my brightness on my light source here, so that I don't look like I'm going supernova. So like, yeah, a lot of players are going to be choosing the Mega Tier 2 Advancement ticket. It's best used for premium characters, and I know for free-to-plays you got a premium character when you first started, and for players that are new to Marvel Future Fight, you should be using this on Luna Snow, who you will have at 6 stars from the premium 6-star selector. Don't use it, like, don't waste any Nornstones or any, you know, mastery tickets trying to get her mastery up. You just need to have the character at 6 stars, level 1, for the tier 2 mega advancement ticket to work. Beyond that, there's actually a lot of other really good rewards. You've got mythic down to rare tickets, so you basically have a full mega mythic uniform rank up ticket. I think it's missing the advanced ticket, which is the 2-star version. So you just need to rank up a ticket, or you just need to rank up a uniform once to the first stage, and then using all these tickets you can get them all the way to mythic. However, if you do the math, this is obviously more than 700 tokens, because right here you've got 850. So that's when you would have to invest some money and purchase some of the packs that have tokens. Now, that does answer the question, or that does kind of lead into the question of whether these packs are worth it or not. I think if you have purchases that you want to make in the shop, specifically for uniform tickets or the tier 3 materials that we'll talk about in a second, then maybe these are pretty good. Generally speaking, the cheaper one is quite a bit better than the more expensive one because it gives you a better cost per dollar for both crystals and tokens. So if you look, 350 tokens for $40 Canadian, and then you look, what does 350 tokens get me? Well, it would, okay, yeah, we know. It would be the equivalent of a legendary uniform ticket. Is that worth the 400 crystals that you would otherwise spend? Because otherwise for $40 you can get 3,700 crystals. Yes, pretty much. I would pay 400 crystals for this. So this is one of the better token packs to invest in. On top of these materials, you also have Titan selectors, which are pretty expensive at 400 tokens a pop, but if you're desperate to get your last book, yeah, I think the vast majority of players who are not getting the tier 2 mega ticket and maybe a lot of players are just going to be stuck between the tier 2 mega ticket and cosmic cube fragments. I can't blame you, but it is very expensive. With only 700 tokens, you're only going to be able to get 150 cosmic cube fragments, and you're only going to have 100 tokens left. So from that, you could get, I guess, 100 uniform upgrade kits. But there is a lot that they've added this time around. Basically, the only bad choices now are the gold, the black antimatter chaos Nordstones, and the energy. And probably the tickets. I would probably skip everything after the uniform upgrade kits. But even they added the 6-star and 5-star rank up tickets. I didn't know that they added these. They've got the other component packs for tier 3 materials. There's a lot of good stuff. This is like the best event shop we've ever seen. So this is basically a smorgasbord of all of the best items that you could ask for and that you could hope to see. And they're all at least once obtainable for free. Except for, nope, all of them. Even the gold one, you can get that one for free because you get 700 tokens. So it's going to be pretty tricky. I'll leave it up to you guys to decide what you are going to be purchasing, but I think the tier 2 mega advancement ticket or the uniform tickets are probably the best bet in terms of raw value. But I know that you guys struggle a lot with cosmic cube fragments. If it was a little bit cheaper, I think it would be an instant no-brainer buy, like 500 tokens, but still for 600 for 150 guaranteed tokens, that's pretty nice. And it's nice to see that we're getting so much variety. I really like the variety, and for me personally, it makes it hard to choose what I'm actually going to go for and what I'm going to skip. So actually, I really want to know what you guys are going to be getting this time around, because I kind of want everything, but you know, whales' dreams are often larger than their wallets. So we find ourselves in this situation once again, ladies and gentlemen. So let me know what you guys think of the double free tier 2 selector, followed up by this this single free tier 2 mega advancement ticket or CCF and a little bit more. Subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me, and of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.